Sony definitely has an amazing track record when it comes to making e-paper products and e-ink products. They may have pulled out of the e-reader world, but they very much still are involved in the e-paper consumer electronics world. In fact, they have been making e-paper products for 17 years. This is the Sony SmartBand Talk SWR30. It comes in two colors, black or white, has a 1.4-inch curved e-ink screen with a resolution of 296 by 128. It is very light at 26 grams and it has a very durable band. It also has NFC, Bluetooth, and is waterproof and dustproof. It can be charged via micro USB, although it doesn't have the best battery, but that can be boosted with stamina mode. Now, to be completely honest, this device on its own doesn't really do anything. You can press this button and it goes into your stats. I took 8 steps today. You are walking, running, sleeping, etc. And you can firmly tap and it tells you the percent. That's really it. You can also control some light volume with up and down. You can also press and hold the button and it turns off the screen like so. And then that is everything. It's not a pager because you do have some control over things, but it certainly does feel like a pager. It's very one way. This thing only does anything when something happens, and that all has to come from your phone. And it all comes down to the app that you're using as well, which is SmartBand Talk. So you can go to setup and then pair and connect your SmartBand. If you have NFC on, all you have to do is tap your SmartBand to the back of your phone. And alternatively, you can go down to Bluetooth and you can do it that way. Now it says here, hello, tap the screen to open this message. So you tap the screen like that, kind of firmly till you hear a little bit of a buzz, and then it'll tell you notifications look a bit different, etc., etc. There's a huge learning curve with this. It's not very intuitive, but the beauty about this is that it instantly syncs with pretty much anything on your phone, any messaging service, without any other settings. So for example, on the top left corner right there, you will see that I have a WhatsApp notification. So if you tap the center here, you'll go to your stats, but if you tap it again, you go down to notifications. So you see the group I'm in called The Kids with my mother and siblings. It tells me they said something. You can go down and read it. You can go to the Goody Reader. I have a Goody Reader group as well with a bunch of the employees, and you can dismiss all notifications and just clear everything like that. The refreshing doesn't have to be forced. It is automatic every time, so you don't really have to worry about that. Once you highlight a notification using the up or down, you can click on that like that and it'll open it up. So it says, yeah, creepy. From there you can reply, you can mark as read, you can open in phone, or you can block. That's very rude. So if you open in phone, by clicking that, it actually opens up the group chat in which you see the message stream I was in. If you ever lose your SmartBand like this, you can just open up your app. And yes, this does have audio on it as well. There is a speaker and volume control, so even if you're far away from your SmartBand, you can always locate it. Speaking of far away, you actually have one of the things in your settings as out of range alert. So if you get too far, it'll actually tell you that you're getting out of range. You do have wearing style as well, right arm or left arm. It just changes the orientation of the screen itself, and display color. So if you have this up like this and you go to dark and click OK, it's going to send a little signal and say, okay, well, you're in night mode now. And then you can go ahead and swap that back accordingly like so. You can also check out your sleep tracking right here. You can turn that off or on, custom sleep tracking, and you can sync it to Google Fit or even add voice search to it. You can go a step further and download the Sony Life Log App, and it'll tell you what you've done throughout your day, all your hours walking, biking, sleeping, moving, your heartbeat, your calories, and all that is going to come from this SmartBand Talk, and it'll transmit over to your Life Log. Furthermore, if there is anything on your phone that is any sort of normal app, and that's kind of a vague thing to say, but any standard thing, Google, YouTube services, stuff like that. So something as small as a little notification of weather will actually show up and mimic that entirely. You can add apps using Google Play, and you can cycle through all the apps at your disposal. And you can actually select your watch face as well, so you can just choose what you want. You can have long shadow, weekdays, classic. I like this one, long shadow. It's kind of cool because then you go back and it gets added, and it has this kind of 3D look to it, and that's really nice, especially on a curved e-ink display. It really does pop. In fact, you can go down here to custom image as well, click here, and actually add in whatever image you want. You can see I put a photo of my boy there, and he flew over to my watch. So now when I have my watch and I look at the time, I see my little guy. So despite the name SmartBand Talk, this isn't truly an e-ink smartwatch. In fact, it's more of a one-way pager when it comes down to it. You can really only do things if something happens first, if a call comes in, a notification comes in, but really you can't trigger anything from the get-go other than monitoring your stats. If you want to grab one of these, it is available on our website at goodyreader.com/blog/shop, and for goodyreader.com, in a review of the SmartBand Talk SWR30 by Sony, this is Peter.